And that intro proved that you don't need a complicated chord progression or anything to write the classic. But if you use the same chord progression, you never get that magic feeling. So can you explain what is the secret about that intro or the song with word? Or you can only say it was just a magic.
I just thought it was different when I recorded it, but I wrote it when I was still in college, in high school, and it was just a short piece of music, short piece of music. I put it away until the third Europe album, and on the third Europe album we wanted to have an intro, we wanted to have a show opener, and then I wrote a song around it, inspired a little bit by British music. Run to the Hills, Iron Maiden, and Lights Out with UFO. It's a galloping tempo, which the British rock bands did a lot, especially the new wave, the early ones. And it just went into my head, and I loved it. And I had that riff, and I put the drum machine on, and I was trying different tempos, and it ended up being that galloping tempo, inspired by British rock. We tried to change it in the studio to have it straight. We tried everything, but nothing worked. Nothing worked. It was really so I said in the end, stop. Let's just continue with the galloping thing, and we stayed with that. As far as the song goes, it's just a journey. It's like a soundtrack. It flows really well. It flows really well into the guitar solo. It's a completely different atmosphere, and then it comes back really nice with a key change coming back into the riff again. I don't know how I did that. I just remember sitting with a keyboard and an Oberheim drum machine. It was a different keyboard. It wasn't the Poly 6 then I had my own keyboard. I don't know what it was. Maybe JX10, maybe Roland. And I had an Oberheim drum machine. The drums, and I did the verse. Leaving together. Then I changed. And then I thought up to that. So it's just something. It's kind of melancholic, It's kind of. There's an old Finnish song called I think it's Mustalainen, and it has something like that. Old Scandinavian and Finnish folk music. It's got that minor sort of feeling in the verse, so it gets a bit sad, But still, it's an uplifting song, so it's kind of strange.
Oh yeah, it's some triumphant, some brassy sound. Yeah, okay, Joey. I once tried to analyze the intro. Now I think that the rhythm was one of the secret, the 16th note.
Yeah, it was very important to the song. We tried it straight, and it didn't work. The producer, we were in the studio in Switzerland, and he said, let's try it straight. And I was like, this doesn't feel right. Because he was from America, so he thought maybe it should be straight. He wasn't used to that galloping thing. So we tried everything, but in the end I said, no, let's keep it. And then that's part of the magic, the tempo.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
And also the chord progression. In all these circumstances, I saw a program with George Martin and Billy Joel talking about the secret of great music. And it's usually about resolution. It's when you feel the beginning of a journey and you feel the end. We as people love that. And we feel a relief because it's the beginning again. And people like resolution. It needs to be an ending to something. And so it feels really nice to us to hear that over and over again.
Tension and resolution.
Yeah, tension and resolution. I think that's the secret of a lot of pieces of music, but you still have to find those notes.
Yes, I know.
And that's sometimes just an accident, or sometimes you play a lot, and you try different guitars, you try different keyboards. Sooner or later, you might be a bit hungover one day, and you just don't care about it. Just play the thing. Oh, that's pretty good. And you put it away, and then you bring it back, you try it again, and you improve it. Songwriting is just, it's a lot of going back to ideas too. You go back, you try it again, and then you leave it, and you go back. It's a lot of work. it's a lot of subconscious work. You don't know. It happens when you sleep. It happens when you do other things. You know, Mozart, he wrote a lot when he was doing something else with his other hand. So his brain was doing two things at once. Because then it freezes up a little bit, the creative side, if you do something else at the same time. So a lot of people like Mark Knopfler, he used to watch TV all night, play guitar and write a lot of Dire Straits music, doing something else while he was playing. So that's also a songwriter thing, you know, to do two things at once. It's kind of crazy. It's kind of bizarre. Oops, I got 1 hour to the show.
Okay, so this might be a little bit stupid question, but what are the lyrics about? Why are they heading for Venus?
Oh, the lyrics were inspired a lot by the first single I bought, Space Oddity by David Bowie. I was really interested in he was fascinated with space for a while. We did Life on Mars. Well, he did Space Oddity, I mean, that song. Floating in a tin can and stuff. It was really fascinating for me. So when I did the final countdown, I didn't have the lyrics first. I played it over and over and over and over again, probably 100 times until the lyrics started coming. And in the end, I got final countdown. That's good. That's good. Then I started to think, what could that be about? And then I started listening to the atmosphere and the music, and very dramatic. We're leaving Earth. Earth is spent, it's over, we have to find a new place to live. It's the ultimate goodbye. So that's the idea, you know, the ultimate farewell.
But why Venus? Maybe if we have to leave...
Oh no, it was just probably a rhyme thing. It was probably just me rhyming. Yeah.
Okay, great.
You know, it's not that, it's not rocket science.
Okay, great.
It's a fun lyric too. You know, you can't take it too serious.
Yeah, I often sing this song at karaoke.
Well, yeah, Venus, I mean, you can't live on Venus, but the thing is, we were going in that direction. It didn't mean we ended up in Venus. We could have just, we could go somewhere else. We're heading for Venus, but we could, you know, go somewhere else. It's just a metaphor, really. You know, we're heading out there. Who knows what's going to happen? You know? Find a new place to live.
Okay, great. Okay, so for the last, could you give a message to the Japanese fans?
Oh yeah. Japanese fans, it's so good to be back. My first time here, I was 21. It was many, many years ago. 1984, my first time I came, and I fell in love with Japan. Even today, I eat with chopsticks at home, and I live in London, and I teach my son how to use chopsticks. And I love the food, and I love the culture, and I've probably been here 20 or 30 times through my life, and it's a pleasure to come back every time. And the Japanese fans are very loyal, very strong, and we are so happy to be here and hopefully do some more shows, and we'll see you out there, okay?
Okay, thank you very much. Seriously, this is one of the most interesting interviews I've ever done.
Okay.
Yeah, it was really
yeah.
Thank you very much.